And there's definitely fish in here. I've caught them before. I think we're going to have quite a bit of snow. This is a big Mystery Ranch bag I got. It's almost like a duffel bag. You don't have to pack everything nice and neatly or thoughtfully. You just cram it all in there. These days, if I'm trunk camping, I bring a good old Paco pad. This one's technically an NRS riverbed, I think is what it's called. But man, these things are thick. They are comfortable. These are hard to beat. So, got a little bore sight laser here. And I'm going to put it inside the barrel. And this weapon's safe. I've actually got the action open on it right now. And there's a kind of an old piece of riprap or concrete block down there, something about 50 yards out. Conditions. We'll see where it hits on this Coors Light can at 50 yards. Okay, so I found this can laying like this. I think I hit it actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 times out of 10. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna call that zeroed in for a 1022. Yeah, shut that bad boy up. Last year I came out here with a snowmobile. All this was covered in feet of snow. And there was a big cranky cow moose over in those willows out there. And I actually got stuck in my snowmobile a little bit further up and had to dig out. But I didn't get stuck where that cow moose was. All right, I'm gonna try to set this teepee up. This is a Marmot Never Summer bag. It's down. It's rated at 0 degrees. It's probably gonna be 10 degrees out here tonight, so it'll be cold. This bag is old. Probably 300 nights in the field. I had a career working outdoors for a long time, so this thing got a lot of use. I got it in 2011 when I totaled a Blazer. They sent me a check. I took the salvage title, fixed the Blazer, and bought a really nice sleeping bag. It's in too. I forgot about this. This thing snapped right into shape. When you're burning it in, you use leather gloves so you don't cut your hand. And you use a broom handle to wrap it around. I was going to use this shovel handle, but I didn't need it. It just took shape. So the burning in process worked. My mantles always seem to fall apart. This is called a spin saw. I got this years ago in New Mexico. There's a ranger out at Philmont a long time ago. And the conservation guys had these, so I picked one up. I really liked them. All right, so the temps are dropping pretty quick. I've got these puffy pants from Mountain Hardware. I've had them for quite a while. They're great, man. Let me tell you. Only thing I don't like about them is they don't have a pocket on the back. My wife got me those for Christmas this year. I think 1,600 grams of insulation in these bad boys. These things are serious. So I keep an old beater axe in the toolbox of this truck. Had to put this thing on charge. The wood finally got good and heated up. Fire got burning. Had to refill this with fuel and it's going strong. Got camp kind of cleaned up. And got the fire going in here. And this thing is just unbelievable. I think it must be like just a wave of heat just hit me. It must be 80 degrees in here. Check this out. This thing is blazing hot. Blazing hot. My little tab on my MSR pot broke off. The second one, it busted off. This is the big one. I got the small one. The small one's working fine. This thing's raging now. This thing's gonna burn for another few hours. I can sit on this raggedy old picnic table. It's a cool tree. Do a little rope swing in the springtime when the water's blasting through here and get swept away. This thing is just unbelievably warm. It's hard to appreciate it unless you've experienced it. I mean, I've seen these things, videos, and people talk about them, but I mean, it's just crazy how warm it is in here. And this thing doesn't even have a floor in it, right? So, pretty darn nice. Ugh. These wires don't get hot, which is nice. I slept pretty darn good last night. Woke up at midnight, stoked the fire again, slept through till about 6 actually. All right, it's about 15 degrees this morning. Look at that. So we almost got the water boiling. Here's some coffee. This thing is blazing hot. I don't know how you can ever go back after having one of these things. Got this bad boy filled to the brim. I'm just gonna let this wood burn off and hang out in here. And got a thing of fresh coffee, so I bought this jet boil in 2009. I think it was like the first one that came out, and it's pretty slick. I actually don't really use the stove that much with it anymore. I just carry the French press thing when I go camping. This is kind of my dedicated camping French press. The stove's got a little damper right here. It slides in and out. This is moisture coming out of the wood. It's not smoke. Pretty good setup. This burned up. Everything except for this big log here. If you don't have any of these down booties, they're great for winter camping. They're all blown out, patched up, and you know, got holes in the bottom. There's a little piece of foam down in here, so you can kind of walk around on snow or cold ground and it insulates your foot. God, I think I got these in Colorado for 20 bucks. The new ones are way better. I think Outdoor Research makes some now that have some NASA space technology built into them. One night I was in Colorado. The wind was just, it was the spring and it was snowing and the wind was just absolutely brutal and just pummeling us. So I got up in the middle of the night and kind of grabbed my little bedroll thing to go crawl up in this juniper bush. The wind wouldn't just be beating down on me so bad. And I stepped on a cactus plant wearing these. The spines went through the bottom of the down booty into my foot. And, you know, it was pretty brutal, but I picked all the spines out and then crawled up in the bush and actually got pretty good sleep after the whole ordeal. So it worked out. Actually jumped a couple ducks too. They flew long before I could have gotten a shot. I don't have a shotgun. And then I saw a dipper, which is a little bird that dives underneath the water. Just a small kind of gray bird, but I really like them. And then a string of coyotes was howling and carrying on out here and running around the hills. So, you know, I put the camera up to charge for a moment and things cut loose. So all these steaks are frozen in the ground pretty good. I'm gonna heat some water up so I can pour it on each of the steaks, thaw it out and get them out real quick. Otherwise, I'm just gonna tear everything up and bend and ruin these steaks. Okay, so I heated some water up really quickly and dumped it on these steaks. You can see I broke several of the ropes pulling the steaks out. I didn't realize it was 14 degrees out here. It's colder than I thought. So I'm breaking all this down and then gonna hit the road. I'm surprised it's 14 degrees out here. I thought it was warmer than that. It's a gorgeous morning, but you can tell there's some clouds coming in and they're calling for snow tonight. So. All right, time to head out. If I'm here again this winter, it'll definitely be on a snowmobile. There's a little campsite down there. Okay, so I came up here just to get a view of the mountains up out of the canyon. You can see all the fog back there. There's a reservoir. Yeah, I brought a little 22 with me, but I should have brought a shotgun. I've jumped two really big groups of ducks, a flock of teals and a flock of mallards. Still 14 degrees. It's really cold. Doesn't feel like 14. I guess I'm wearing this giant jacket. Some pretty significant weather supposed to come in. I think it's, you know, maybe it's that back there, those dark clouds back there. I don't know. We'll see. But it's supposed to come down. I'm gonna head back down through the canyon, and then I'll actually go out that way and drive over a mountain over there. The road isn't too bad. I think I'm gonna be able to get over it fine. One time I was on the stretch on a snowmobile and Cranky Moose was in the road and didn't want to move. It was a long winter, so I think he was probably hungry. This road's in far better condition when it's frozen. I came from out there.